Hey guys, welcome to Your Best Interviews. My name is Eric Smith. Thank you so much for spending the time here. I know that there's a lot of places you can go to get advice around interviewing. So I do appreciate you spending it here with me. Today, what I want to talk about is just something that I think everyone should be aware of when you're going through the interview process, when you get your job offer. You should. I shouldn't say you have to. You should negotiate on behalf of yourself. You should advocate for yourself in all of the areas that are important to you because companies expect you to do this. People don't do this today, and it's because they feel like the job offer is going to go away if they negotiate. I'm telling you right now that is not the case. So how this works for companies is when a position opens up, there is a preset salary range that company has approved for the role, right? So there is already an amount of money that they've allocated for that position. So they know the range, they know the low end, they know the high end for that position, right? And when they make that offer to you, they are anticipating that you're going to negotiate. So what they're not doing, I would say probably 95% of the time, they are not offering the very highest end of the range because they want to make sure that they have room to negotiate if you come back and ask for more money. And so their negotiating tactic is to anticipate that you're going to negotiate and offer you at the low to mid of that range, knowing that if you come back and counter, they can go up, right? And so what happens to candidates as they go through this process is they feel like they can't negotiate. And so they end up accepting that first offer. In fact, 50% of candidates accept the first offer without negotiating. And what that means is you leave so much money on the table, right? So if you're accepting that first offer and they're offering at that mid to low, you have left money on the table and that stays with you. This is what I think a lot of people don't understand. It stays with you if you don't negotiate, right? So if you accept that low to mid range, then your next compensation adjustment or review or pay raise maybe just brings you up to where you could have started at. And so you're starting already thousands and thousands of dollars behind where you should be. And over the course of your career, over the course of 5 years, 10 years, 12, 15, 20, it could mean tens, 20, hundreds of thousands of dollars. And so it's so important that you are advocating for yourself, that you're also doing your homework, right? So you have to understand what your market value is today. You have to know what that company is paying on average from the industry standpoint. And you can look all of this data up. You can understand the company that you're interviewing with. They probably have compensation data online that you can look up, or I bet their competitors do. And there's a lot of areas that you can look this up, from salary.com, Glassdoor, job boards have a lot of this compensation data. But the more homework you do, the better you understand your market value and what that company's average salary range is for the role that you're interviewing for, gives you more confidence and the ability and leverage to negotiate for yourself. So also, last thing I'll leave you with is just remember, companies expect you to negotiate. If you've been offered the job, it's because they've evaluated other candidates and they've determined you're the best fit and can create the biggest impact for them. And so you have leverage at that point and they don't want to lose you. And so if you've done your homework, you know what the range looks like. They offer you your starting salary or whatever that is. You have to understand that they are likely offering you at that low to mid level, anticipating that you will negotiate. So if you don't negotiate, you are leaving money on the table, right? So be confident, advocate for yourself, negotiate, because that does stay with you. And over the course of 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, you're talking tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars that you could be leaving on the table. So do your homework, know your market value, know what companies are paying, and don't be afraid to negotiate. Companies are expecting that. Guys, I hope this was helpful. There's a whole lot on this topic. I actually have an entire compensation course for how to negotiate through the interview process. Also, hit subscribe. I drop 2 videos every week, Monday and Wednesday. All of my advice is centered on helping you get to a better position, getting the job that you want, interview advice, negotiation advice. It's all centered around improving your position and helping you as a candidate during this really stressful time. Thank you so much for being here. Check out my other videos. Check out my 2 courses on interview prep, compensation prep, and I appreciate you being here. Thank you.